Hello, Gary Nix here with Keller Williams Realty. And today I just want to talk a little bit about what happened in 2008. See, 2008, a lot of deals were going through all over the place. Buyers buying, sellers selling, and you sell, you make money, you go resell again, and people are just turning things around. And because of that, the lending procedures got a little loose. Let me just take you through a little bit of that. Normally, when you're buying a home, the bank will verify your income, your credit, and they do a loan for you based on that. Well, with the A lenders, B lenders, C lenders, all over the place, those guidelines begin to loosen up, where the bank really just started verifying that you have good credit. So they look at, if you have good credit, a 700 FICO score, you've had some credit over the years, you've been diligent in them, they just trust you. And buyers became really smart and started taking advantage of that. How do they do that? Well, everybody was started buying on what we call on paper. So the bank is not verifying your income to the detail. So people just put down, hey, I make 20,000, I make 16,000, I make 10,000. And the bank look at, okay, if you make that much money and you want to buy this $1 million home, you qualify. Boom, granted. And the bank was also loose on their part, where they were giving loans where people are not really paying on a principal. It was just a 2% interest only or 3% interest only. So there was no principal being applied. So the payment is not the real payment either. So let me give you an idea. On a $700,000 property where you are not applying any principal to it, your payment could be $2,500. Well, in actual fact, if you apply principal to that payment, the payment could be $5,000. So now people start getting used to just paying the interest without any principal. And it was like, okay, you do that for 2 years, your property pick up equity, 100, 200,000, and you go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one. Well, the banks start realizing that, okay, these 2-year loans, or sometimes you even get a 5-year loan. So that actually, again, 2008 was the cumulative part, but this thing actually started, 2004, 2005, when those loans were going through. So most of them will be a 2, 3, or 5 year. So when those years start coming up, and now people have to change it from interest only to principal and interest, people start having problems. Because now people got used to, living in this big house where they're not making an actual payment. And now that they have to make the payment, people don't have the money to make the payment because they already falsify their income to start with. You follow? So that's what transpired in 2008. And when you look back at that and you look at today's market, because obviously everybody learned from that. So now the bank are much more smarter. I tell my buyers today, if you're doing a finance, expect the bank to literally get your blood supply, because they ask you for everything now. So it's going to be a different wave of adjustment. I'm not saying it's not going to be an adjustment, but it will be a different wave of adjustment. So we'll see what happens. Keep tuning in to our channel.